Hello, hello. Double checking that. Yep, looks like it is.
Now you're breaking up.
Hello, Emily. Thanks for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. Looks like things just split. 13 drivers. I'm car number 9. So lots of talent that wasn't around last night. In fact, Duan Taplin, car number 13, is the only person I remember from last night. Florian was in my broadcast, and so was Luke. But apart from that, whole new field for me to race against tonight. And we're in the open, and if this is anything like the practice session, moderately high usage. Oh, practice was low usage. And winds are out of the east at 13 kilometers an hour. So last night winds were out of the west. And it was fine. And I've looped it 4 times coming out of the Mercedes arena. So, yeah. Yeah, Javier's in here. Good friend, Javier. All right, so let's grab. I know it says my setup, but it's just the fixed set with a liter of fuel a kilo of fuel taken out. Would be good.
Okay, Adrian, we've got 2 laps to get the job done. The track temperature is falling. It's now 24 Celsius.
Even if I manage to put in the lap that I failed at last night, which is gonna be tricky due to the change in conditions. Oop. Probably not going to be good enough for a top 5 in this field, I don't think, but we'll see. Alright, we got the gear sync out of the way. Desperately try to get some heat into these tough tyres.
The leader has just done 129.87. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Just done a 128.60. Sector 2 is 1.6 seconds off the pace.
no heat in these tyres.
P8, you're currently 4.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. Fastest lap for Edward, 127.68.
Bias right.
Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace.
How was that second lap any better than the first? Hey Vito. It had no right to be. Shows you that warmer tires and ERS deploy covers a lot of sins. 31 flat. Good enough. Needed a 29. Han's sending us good luck. Oh wow. Far out. Well, it's I mean, in this season's championship, it's really Eduardo v Mr. Reed. Hey Ronaldo, hey Adam.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
Thanks for the good lucks. I'm gonna need it in this field. There's some class drivers. But I think if we have a bit of good luck. Oh my goodness, the wind is like to the east again. It's gonna be northeast and east for the whole race. Hallelujah. All right, let's get the race set on. Took hopefully not too much fuel out, but I took some fuel out. Let's just make sure I didn't take too much. Fine. Everything else looks good. And we're just going to do the boring medium soft.
60 laps, P10.
That's the way we like it. Fuel close to empty at the finish. 3.6k. Javier there. Hi, Javier. Roll in front. Hans just over our front left tyre. Oh, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Ah, good. All right.
Okay, standing start. All right, Adrian, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Green, green, green. You're in, clear, clear all around. Left side. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Ah, thought we were moving forward there for a bit.
Left. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Okay, what I liked about that start was we may have gone forward and then back,
Okay, Adrian, the next car is...
but everyone's still running.
10. Their rating is 2 points. Car left. Clear left. Right side. He's still there. Right side's clear.
Fucking hell.
You're last. Car left. Clear left.
I don't really want to be fighting with anyone until the flipping tyres warm
Stewards have
up.
warned us about track limits. Keep it between the
Yeah,
lines.
Jim. What's a cheeky little 1x between friends? I've got 5. Where did I get all that from?
All right, Adrian, you're reeling. Guyan in. The gap is 1.7 seconds.
I am going to have to be a good boy. Understeer. That's what comes from not braking at the right time.
The leader has just done 132.67.
I didn't murder anyone at the start, did I? Like, I don't remember.
12. Incident in Mercedes Arena. It looks like Luke.
Uh-oh, 6 now.
Run out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
That was one of those I could see it coming, but couldn't stop it. All right.
Yes, sir. Here we are.
We are indeed,
Sir.
Glenn.
You're reeling. Guyan in. The gap is now 0.8.
Good job.
It's a new fastest lap for Edward, 132.07. The leader has just done a 132.34.
I'm a bit over on my fuel.
Okay, Adrian, we'll need to refuel by lap 57.
Well,
car left. Still there, clear left. Fucking awesome move, mate. The next car is Martin, car number 6, B licence, and their rating is 4.2.
don't fight it, roll. The overtake happened.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 28 Celsius. On your right. Right side's clear. Good pass. The next car is Haynes, car number 8. There's an incident in Coca-Cola curve. You think it might be Brian? Okay, Adrian, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. E10. Car ahead is Brian, car number 12, and their rating is 2.5. Gap to Martin behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Stupid qualifying. Whoever qualified this car is an idiot.
There's an incident in Michael Schumacher S. Looks like it's Martin.
Oh, how was I out of the DRS there? Yeah.
Fastest lap for Edward, 131.80. That lap time was 134.30. That's your best lap in this session.
Look at that. All the way back on fuel target. Do I know how to save fuel at the ring, or do I know how to save fuel at the ring?
Gap to P9 in front is now 1.0.
To be honest, the first couple of laps can give you a slightly false reading, I think. It's like, oh, you're going to need to refuel, and then it's like, oh wait, I've just recalculated.
New fastest lap for Edward, 131.62. Your last lap time was at 1:33.94. That's your best lap in this session.
Fuck.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is Bahrain, car number 10, and their rating is 2.6.
Idiot. It's just got unloaded in the wash and then whoopsie daisy.
You're reeling 10th position in the gaps now, 1.6 seconds.
Come back and do it again.
Board curve. E11. Left side, clear left. Come on, Adrian, good stuff, keep it coming. Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. On your right. Clear right. Car right, clear right.
Woohoo!
The gap behind is now 0.8.
Hey Wesley,
10th
thanks for
position.
that.
The next car is Bahrain, car number 12, and their rating is 2.5.
Oh, you're kidding me. I am my own worst enemy.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is Bahrain, car number 10, and their rating is 2.6.
Yeah, Emily, I'm using the fixed. I haven't made any changes. And I'm pretty sure it was the Nürburgring fixed I used.
You're
Really,
reeling. P11. The gap is now
Really careful about
5.8.
matching the track name.
P12. Fucking
Paranoid.
get your head down.
I wonder if that wind's gone back around to east and I didn't notice. Yeah, it has. Bastard. Bastard. I think I have a problem with my right foot, really. But it's the wind is directly behind us, out of that corner where I last spun at the moment. So it's a full-on tailwind at
The gap in front is now
11
9.4
kph, so
seconds.
that and full throttle. I'm gonna blame, but the full throttle was my fault, so
Your lap time was at 1:33.86. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace.
thanks, Emily. I do appreciate any inputs anyone has.
The gap in front is now
I just wonder if
9.6.
the fixed setup conditions were a little more stable yesterday. And the wind largely stayed out of the west-northwest. And the tailwind in a couple of those critical corners where you're on throttle wasn't such an issue.
Well, that was at 1:34.08.
Come on, Adrian. Get in the game. Improve these lap times.
The gap to Guy ahead is now 8.9. Okay, Adrian, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
pretty sure not spinning was one of the things I told Connor I needed to do, so I failed on that point.
That's a new fastest lap for Stenison, 1:31.54.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not all over.
You've just done a 1:33.59. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. The gap to E11 ahead is now 8.4.
I have no damage to the car. I can see Andrew and Dwayne there, so let's get at them. What's it at the front? Eduardo, Leopold and Florian.
That was a 1:33.79. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace.
Could be a good battle, that. Well. Unless Eduardo can open up a big gap, but right at the moment it's pretty close by the looks of the gaps.
P12.
Lovely exit that.
Okay, Adrian, you're reeling P11 in. The gap is 6.7 seconds.
Half a second faster than the two cars in front over the last 5.
Last lap was at 1:33.72. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace.
On average. Half a second per lap on average.
The gap ahead is now 6.5.
Oh no. I think Leopold's had an incident. It's no good.
P11, you've just done a 133.86.
And the trouble with this car is very easy to be terminally out.
The E10 in front is now 5.6 seconds.
Love it when you give me good news, Jim. Oh crap.
That's good consistency, keep it up.
I think I need to do a bit more fuel saving. Haven't been paying attention.
You're reeling and Gaia in. The gap's now 4.7. That lap was a 134.07. The gap in front is now 3.6 seconds.
Oh, that's commitment. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy the soft. I won't be up for that, unfortunately. But I'll watch it back later.
There's an incident in board curve. It looks like Martin.
Behind us anyway. Need to add a litre of fuel.
That was
This set, I think.
134.00.
Not a litre, sorry, a kilo of fuel. Just a different rhythm to get in, and it's really annoying. Go from the push to the lift and coast.
Alright Adrian, you're reeling. Guyan in. The gap is 2.2. They're pretty slow into Dunlop Car.
Lift and coast also changes. Well, to do it properly, you really need to change your braking points. But you also aren't slowing from as high a speed, so you're not throwing the weight forward as much, so...
That lap time was 1:33.62.
Not so bad into a downhill corner like turn 1, but some of these other corners, the weight transfer really helps the front tyres bite. Except there, because I don't think anything makes the front tyres bite there.
Car left. Clear left. Good pass. Now keep pushing.
Whew, alright. Back past Andrew,
Position.
and back in 10th.
The gap to P11 behind is increasing. It's now 0.8. Car in front is done. Car number 30. B license, and their rating is 2.4.
Alright. One is 5 seconds.
That lap was at 1:33.84. Okay, Adrian, lap time's pretty consistent. The gap to Bahrain behind is increasing. It's now 2.9 seconds. Just done at 1:33.35. Front is now 4.0 seconds.
Doing what I did last night at that corner. I'm braking too early. Means I'm not in the right place when I turn in. Means I have to wait to turn in. And the weight settles over the back and then I get understeer and... yeah.
Your lap time was 1:33.30. Good lap, that's your best in the session. Gap 2 done. Ahead is now 3.7 seconds. P10. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Slightly better. Crap, I'm about to get blue flags too.
Alright Adrian, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. The active done. Ahead is now 3.0 seconds.
No, Vito.
Just done at 133.89.
Catch you later. Have a good weekend. I don't see you before Bolts off.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
Hey, Leopold. Sorry to see your race is already over, mate. Really annoying. Although you were going to be in front of me regardless, so it is an extra place, so thanks for that.
The gap to P1 behind is now 4.7 seconds.
Hey,
One lap
Bryce.
ahead. You've just done
Welcome along.
33.13. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace. The gap 2 done. In front is now 3.2.
Oh no, Javier.
Is now on softs. Okay, Adrian, the next car is car number 11, and their rating is 2.5.
Bryce, my qualifying wasn't as good as it could have been, and I've spun a couple of times.
The car in front is done. Car number 13, B license, and their rating is 2.4.
No damage though.
The leader, Edward, is pitting. Your last lap time was at 134.00.
I'm still behind these two.
The leader is now on softs.
At the end of the next lap, I'm boxing opposite.
The gap to E9 ahead is now 0.38.
The split, what do? I'll chase Javier. Use the DRS while I've got it.
B9. Done is now on hards.
Oh, Alex. Oh, okay. I made the right choice staying out then. There'll be plenty of Alex's warm-up to go when I finally...
Ahead is car number 11. The rating is 2.5.
When I finally pit.
The gap to 8th place ahead is increasing. It's now 1.4. Box in 300 meters.
Alright.
100 meters. 50 meters.
Wasn't the best pit entry, but it wasn't the worst either.
Left front 53%. Rear left 75. Fastest lap for Edward 130.41. There's a car behind. Stay inside the line. Blue flag. Cold tyres all around.
Bye Eduardo, bye Florian, bye Eduardo, bye Florian.
Softs.
Alright. That's a shame, Bryce.
Okay, Adrian, you've used half your fuel.
Oh, it was a three-way fight for the win. Leopold was the meat in the Florian Eduardo sandwich. Till the incident.
The gap to done behind is now 3.8 seconds.
I was looking at the relatives that I've got.
Is now on hards.
It was all 0.0.0 point.
New fastest lap for Edward 130.04. Alright Adrian, the next car is Brian, car number 12, and their rating is 2.5.
Come on, softs. Come on. Gotta coax the softs out of their shell.
fastest lap for Edward, 129.85.
I would have been happy if 29.85 was my qualifying lap.
The gap to 10th position behind is now 5.3 seconds.
Alright, time we got after Vincent, I think. We got the fuel, we got the tyre. Go, 100 in the front. They're starting to feel less like blocks of ice and more like bits of rubber.
That's your quickest lap in this session. Right, the gap is now 8.2 seconds.
Yeah, I do wonder if I started racing on a flat screen again, whether there'd be corners that looked less scary without them actually coming at me in 3D. Just keeps being too cool of an experience being in VR.
V9. The gap ahead is now 10.7 seconds.
Like the last time I really went wow in VR was when they introduced the debris.
132.00. That's your fastest lap.
Doing laps around Daytona for the 24 practice, and cars are, you know, clipping the grass in front of you and there's stones coming up and you can see them from their lift from their tyre in front. This little dot come up and smack the body of the sports car.
Okay, Adrian, you're reeling P8 in. The gap's now 6.4 seconds.
Yeah, look, VR isn't for everyone. I know there are some people it just doesn't work for whatever reason. They get motion sick very bad, or they've got issues with their vision that doesn't allow them to properly use VR. I think if people tried VR really early on, but were interested in trying again, I think there's been a lot of progress.
132.69.
Things are heaps smoother, and The screens are lots clearer and the optics
You're
are
reeling, 8th
all
place.
more
The
adjustable.
gap is now 5.0.
So people are still going to feel sick, but
Newman is now on softs.
yeah, hear a lot of good things about the Quest 3. I think something like the Quest 3, provided you don't mind Meta, having a Meta account, because of course you have to do that with Quest. But I think it's good because you can use it for sim racing, tethered, but then you can also detach it and use it separately. Yeah, you can go to the on-headset store and buy a couple of games and take them away from your rig.
Gap to P8 ahead is now
I just don't play any
1.7
other
seconds.
games, so you know.
That was at 132.74.
I mean, I could still do Steam VR games, but I'd have to be wired. Terribly sorry, Vincent. I'd like your spot, please.
That last lap was at 132.00. That's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Javier's a long way down the road from me. Didn't notice that happening.
Okay, Adrian, you're reeling. Prior in, the gap is 1.0. They're slow into Coca-Cola curve.
Oh, Javier had stopped before I caught up. Ah, okay. I didn't think Javier had stopped yet. I'm gonna get this up.
That was at 132.18. Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace.
Oh, I saved that 1x by a skin of my teeth. Can't hang back here for too long.
Car right. Clear right. Well done, Adrian. Nice move, mate. P8.
Oh, let's try and catch Javier again. "15 seconds in 20 laps.
The gap to Brian behind is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Look, I think it depends. If you can make the hard close enough to your medium pace,
New fastest lap for Edward, 129.84.
that's average medium pace over the whole stint. Like, it's going to be reasonable tyre wear wise if you can get stuck early. I don't know that I'd choose to run it except in an emergency though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Vincent's pace behind, keeping up with me.
The car in front of us is now car number 11, and their rating is 2.5.
Good on fuel.
The lap time was at
Too bad on lap time.
132.10.
Low on gear downs. Keep doing that.
The gap to Brian behind is increasing. It's now 2.1 seconds.
Right, Javier's on mediums. He's got 4 laps older mediums than my softs.
That lap time was 1:31.78. That's your best lap in the session. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
If I keep those lap times coming, I might just catch.
P8.
My last 5 average is a 32.3 and Javier's is a 33.4.
The gap to Bahrain behind is now 5.4 seconds. That's a new fastest lap for Edward on 29.77.
Left that brake longer. Getting on that curb on the outside always pulls you out wide, just where you don't quite want to be.
Fastest lap for Edward on 29.76. The gap to Bahrain behind is increasing. It's now 6.5.
That felt better. It was apparently better according to the stopwatch too. Yeah.
That lap was a 1:31.86.
I mean, Eduardo was always quick, but this season, and towards the end of last season, I think as well.
Incident in NGK Schalke. We think it might be done.
Really stepped up the game. When you're driving one of these things and beating Jacob Reed, you know you've made it. Of course, back in the good old days, there were other names that you had to beat. Ben Fuller, Matteo Ugolotti.
Fastest lap for Edward on 29.52.
Wasn't great.
That lap time was 1:32.37. You're a second off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
I'm sorry, I just don't know where there is a second in Sector 1
Now
alone.
8.4 seconds.
Well, getting that apex right is probably part of it. Yeah, you're right there. Absolutely everywhere.
Just done a 1:31.75. That's your quickest lap. You're reeling press in. The gap's now 9.9 seconds.
That wasn't great. I should have used some brake through the second part of that corner. I don't know whether it's the setup or whether it's my skills have gone up, but and I
Your lap time was 1:32.00.
probably shouldn't say this, but the chicane there hasn't felt as deadly as it has in past years. Oh,
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Adrian.
I turned out of that and everything.
You're reeling press in. The gap's now 8.1 seconds.
Oh. I really like this hairpin because from the top of the hill up there, you can often see your competitors from a fair old way away. Can't do that on every circuit. There's Javier, there's our target. Either should have downshifted to second in the first part of the chicane or not upshifted to fourth. Either way, we were in the wrong gear there.
Your last lap time was at 1:32.04.
Got to do it clean because Javier is a very friendly individual. Ooh. Don't know what happened there, but it wasn't good.
The gap is now 5.1 seconds. They're slow through NGK Schalke. That lap time was 1:31.79. Just done a 1:31.69. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Okay, Adrian, you're reeling. That's in. The gap is 3.9 seconds.
Oh, I was feeling really good there. Really good. Can't believe it's gone so late in the race. Yeah, me too, Bryce. Me too. I do have a new ticket open where I sent logs because it happened. Happened again over last weekend. And in a practice session. If it was just like a momentary blink, maybe I could rescue it, but it takes too long to come back. And this is where people on monitors have it better. Oh, it's showing the live. Let's see what it looked like. It probably just blacks out. I think that's what happens. Yeah, I mean, look, there's Javier. I was absolutely going to catch at least. Oh, hang on. Microphone's. Is my microphone okay? Oh. I thought I'd hit the wall. I didn't hit the wall. Not getting new tyres, they'd only get warm by the end of the race. But I don't know who I'm racing. I don't think I'm racing anyone. I think I'm one lap down on everyone. I didn't hit anything. If only I'd stayed on the circuit instead of towing.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Fastest lap for Edward, 129.34. Blue flag.
Drive as fast as we can and take a minute and a half off my time and see how close I would have been. I don't think it works that way, unfortunately, because I'm going to be a couple laps down. But yeah, I'd love a new computer to make sure it's not the computer. I think what I'm going to have to do... I'm seeing some people who fixed stuttering and other issues by buying a powered USB hub to run everything, run things off, so that their motherboard and power supply doesn't need to supply all the power for the USB. Maybe I'll try that. That's a strongly recommended from a lot of people who know a lot about building sim rigs, is to have one of those anyway. I'm glad the microphone isn't sounding crappy. Most of the other times the headset restarts, all you get is static from the mic.
That lap was at 1:31.42. That's your quickest lap. You're a second down in sector 3.
Just a casual second down in a sector that's got like what, 3 corners? I haven't got one. What incident count am I on after that? 13x, okay. That's alright.
To go. That was 1:31.69. Okay, Adrian, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Every lap here is good for practice, so the only way to get practice on, what are they, 25 lap old hards, oh sorry, softs, is to drive for 25 laps, so I remember an interview on the iRacing Downshift podcast with some iRacing people, some vehicle dynamics people, and they were saying like, hey, people don't realize we want to check what happens to a tyre on its track after 100 laps. We have to sit in a rig and drive 100 laps.
One more lap to go. Your lap time was at 1:31.65. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
And if you crash at 99 laps, well, probably can't use that. You want it 100, you need to get back in and drive it all again. Didn't quite get it fastest on my last lap.
P11, that's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Disappointing P11. Was really hoping to steal P7 off Javier. And there's your race winner just in front of us, Eduardo Radice. Well, that's annoying. Just like in real racing, you can have equipment failure and all that sort of stuff. So it's not great, but it is what it is. Right. Let's have a quick look at the start. Overlays that you can't see out of the way. I didn't mind this start from me. Got away well. I'd pre-decided to go down the middle. It worked. Didn't get away as well as Javier. What a start. Oh. Oop.
That's the end of the session.
I will admit I was being quite cautious here, trying not to netcode kill Javier. So, Rahul, apologies. But still, don't run into me. And then I thought I had a trick around this outside. Look at it, it's 3 wide. But then I was just on the losing due to geometry, and then couldn't get the power down early enough here and lost a couple of places back again. Another side by side through these corners. You really get a lot more sense of how big these cars are when you're trying to leave room to go side by side. And I think we do another overtake, or does it take a while? Oh, we get sent on. How far back was the send from? Felt a long way back. Look, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I am a little annoyed by that, because I think if I don't let off the brake and go wide, then we have an accident when I'm about here if the other driver doesn't almost stop. But oh well. Where did that driver? 2 laps down, just in front of us. Yeah, true, but I don't think I could have defended that position. I would have had to have decided here, as I went through that corner, that the move was on. Once we get to here, I can't. I mean, I could move all the way to the inside, but then I'm never making the chicane. So, because if I just move across in front, that's blocking. So that's not allowed. Let me tell you, that felt a lot dodgier than it looked. Anyway, we move. We got the pass done into turn 1. Then we tried to pull away. And I think that was probably it for that lap. Yeah, we're coming up. Oh, what happened to you, my friend? Fighting, and we got past. Oh yeah, that was nice. See that Andrew and Andrew and Rahul fighting. So I specifically took it easy through here. I watched that and I'm like, oh, that's going to slow everyone down. I'm going the over-under. Floor it. Like, hey, Andrew, I'm alongside here. Did leave a bit of space on the inside, but Andrew was already behind. Then it's like, all right, we're hunting Rahul, who incidentally has a piece of our diffuser stuck in the front wing. But here we get to do back what happened to us. But we've got DRS this time. Clear. How much did we hold? Yeah, it's really only one line through that chicane with these cars, isn't it? Oh, it looks like there was a bit of a whoopsie in front. What happened to you, Vincent? Oh, ouch. Oh, wow, what a save. Watch that back again. Well done, Vincent. Have a look from the roll hoop cam. Watch. That was some very intentional work on the wheel there. Save that. Very impressive. Not good for the old tyres. Neither is braking like that, but oh, what happened to Vincent ahead? Oh, that's when we had a sad face. Our first big mistake of the night. Still got half brakes on here. Like, where does it start locking up? I'm just looking at tire marks that you might not be able to see on YouTube. I was a little surprised, so I held and like I've got over 50% braking here, and I'm doing 126 kilometers an hour. You just can't. You just can't. And I think I would have had 53% bias as well. Maybe if I had like 51% bias, it might not have gone around on me, but it's probably always going. So yeah, with the no weight on, no less air from the downforce, and the wind was probably directly behind us at this point as well. Tell you a little secret, everyone. I looked up there, I saw that car come just over the hill, and I'm like, I can get across and get into that little into here before they make the corner. And I'm like, I do not want to be behind car again. Don't want to be behind another car. I've already had to let Andrew back past. No choice in that. No way I wanted to be behind a car. So yeah, so then we're chasing down Andrew. Do we get Andrew? Something happens to Andrew. Oh yes, we do. Good old DRS down the main straight. It's got to brake a bit earlier. That was a bit hairy. Take me to the stewards. I think this is a clear-cut case of leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Dead to rights there. Definitely didn't give that back the place. All right. So let's clip through a few more laps. That's Andrew just locking up. Cool. Where was our other whoopsie? I really want to. Can't find it. Doesn't matter. Sorry, Leopold. Kind of want to see how it all ended for you. Here we got Leopold's lovely sunset style color. We got Florian behind there. We got Eduardo in front. Said chicane. All right. I may have missed that message. Yeah, I wasn't using that much curb on the exit. Look at this, right up. Big sweeping curb. Looked like a bit of understeer there. Still made it. Very clean through the S. But Eduardo just eking away. Lots of curb there too. DRS again. Eduardo's not far enough out that we can't get DRS. Catching, catching, catching. So late on the brakes. Oh. Yeah, no, actually, that's not too much later than me. Oh. Oh. The front right's just gone. That's just heartbreaking. Just the turn in and just too much of that curb. Lifted the car up. All the downforce is gone. It's bouncing. It's bouncing. Florian's going crap, 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 crap. Just squeezes through. And you're a passenger. Oof. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. And yeah, Leopold and Rahul are the only two who didn't make it to the end. Look. Happened here. Oh. That looks like a needed to go. Well, unfortunately, disappointing race due to the headset. Really would have liked to know if I could have chased down Javier there, but yeah. Have yourselves a lovely evening. I'm glad the microphone didn't go this time and kept working. When it just goes all static, there's nothing I can do. But yeah, we'll come back and we'll try to stream again the open race on Sunday. And yeah, see how that goes. Not sure if I'll be racing any other time on the weekend. Normally, if I do, I throw a stream up anyway. So subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more of this this rubbish. And until then, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will catch you later.